Hi there, my name is Christopher Madge, and in this video I'll be presenting our paper Referential Ambiguity and Clarification Requests, comparing human and LLM behaviour, a joint work with Matthew Purver and Massimo Poesio. The goal of this work was to leverage previously annotated corpora to achieve an empirical perspective on the behaviour of the current generation of LLMs with respect to posing clarification questions under both task and linguistic referential ambiguity. Before we start, I'll give a bit of background on our chosen corpus. The original corpus we use, a work from Julia Hockenmeyer's lab, was gathered from their Minecraft Collaborative Dialogue task, a task in which two parties collaborate to build a target structure. This task resulted in a rich, task-orientated, situated and dynamic set of dialogues exhibiting various interesting linguistic phenomena. Beyond the original annotation, this very interesting resultant corpus has motivated various further annotation efforts, but for the purpose of this work we are interested in two in particular. For reference annotation, we look to work previously undertaken as part of Massimo Poesio's team that annotated MDC with reference annotations, linking mentions between each other, actions, discourse, and objects in the changing environment. For clarification questions, we look to work by Thompson tool that annotated MDC with segmented discourse representation theory. From this, we can see clarification questions in the dialogue and the particular unit of text that was the subject of that question. As part of this work, we merge these two sets of annotations and provide this as a publicly accessible resource linked in the paper. Collectively, these annotations combined permit us to examine areas that motivated clarification in the original text and how they intersect with referential ambiguity. Broadly speaking, we use this combination of annotations to ask two questions. Firstly, do humans ask clarification questions when there is ambiguity? We find that referential ambiguity is rarely the target of clarification questions by the original human participants. This is perhaps as it appears to be used intentionally in the interest of brevity. The speaker being more explicit in many of these cases would not have added further utility. However, this is not exhaustive. In some cases, instances of referential ambiguity are propagated through to task uncertainty and eventually error. For example, here we see the phrase, "the previous one is ambiguous." The human takes an action which he or she must later revisit. However, the LLM can seek further clarification. This brings us to our next question. Do LLMs ask clarification questions when there is ambiguity? From analysing the MDC, the majority of human clarification questions in the dialogue appear to be centred around task ambiguity, rather than referential. For example, missing a task property such as block colour, orientation or position. I'll look through these examples one by one. In the instruction, then to the right of the one you just put down, place two orange blocks, orientation is left unspecified. Both human and LLM verify orientation before acting. Similarly, in the reply to the instruction, great, now one orange below that one, where exact position is unspecified, both check. And finally, with the instruction, on the yellow block, touching the orange, add two blocks either side of it, making a T. Again, the LLM can identify the crucial missing property and pose a suitable, albeit, as with the other cases, more verbose question compared with the original human dialogue. To conclude, we find LLMs are capable of asking relevant clarification questions, both with respect to the task and instances of referential ambiguity. We find a greater tendency to do so amongst reason-orientated models, or when adopting reason-orientated prompting methods such as chain of thought. For those who wish to read further, the paper also includes a preliminary investigation into a plausible relationship between reason-orientated models and the ability to ask clarification questions. Thank you for your time.